Yeah. What it do? Yeah, it's your brother man from the motherland coming to you guys live from the NY, back with another one of that old day pie. For those that don't know who I am him. You heard? Tunes, the honorable tunes, not a bomb to war with you, but an El Kebulan kidnap. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me make sure you guys full of this scoop right here. There we go. Let's restart this introduction. What it do, y'all? It's your brother, man, from the motherland, coming to you guys live from the NY, back with another one of that Oral D pod. For those that don't know who I am him, Junes, the honorable Junes, not a Bantu or a Jew, but a El Kebulan kidnap that is ready for the get back. And welcome back to the Redeemer Destroy podcast, where we deal with facts over the beliefs and awakening the minds of the kidnapped worldwide. Round of applause, please. Yes. Yeah. We live, we direct. You heard me here. Um, I know you guys see the title. I know you watching, probably wondering like, damn, Junes, what's going on today? Before I even tell you what's about to happen, I just want to give you guys just a brief history of who I am, what I am, and how we got here. Well, once upon a time, I considered myself a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Levi based on the stories that was told to me by brothers I seen on the internet and also brothers that I seen on the street. Through that, it inspired me to participate in these in this, organization, festivities, whatever you want to call it, right? It made me want to be engaged in that. To my engagement, I was a part of a particular group. Not gonna give the group no title, not gonna give it no shade, but while in this group, I did good. You know what I'm saying? I was making my way up the ranks. I became part of the security team. Shout out to those that, you know, wanted me to be a part of the team. Shout out to them. Um, through that initiation and being a part of the security team, I was able to see a lot of things and witness a lot of things. A lot of things that caused me to do the things that I've done, which led to me having to leave the organization. But while I was there, I seen things that I told you guys that I was not going to talk about because it was not for me to speak of, right? I'm not here to bash individuals that never done me harm. I'm not here to critique people that never did anything to me. You understand? But in the same at the same time, I always said that one day the shit that I saw would eventually come to light, and we got the person that's going to bring this shit to light. Now, I'm going to play a video for you guys. Let me give a shout out to my sister for bringing out this video, uploading it on her channel, and I'm following her. So whenever she posted something, I get hit with a notification. It's crazy that usually I don't check for notifications, but it was like the ancestors deliberately wanted me to go there. And I went there. And I seen somebody that is a very prominent figure within the organization. And he came out and he started exposing and saying the things that I saw, but I kept my mouth closed out of respect for the brothers. But I just wanted to just give you guys an FYI of where we going and why am I doing this. And I'm going to give you my conclusion after it's all said and done. This will be a commentary, meaning I will be pausing, playing, etc., so you guys can understand. So get yourself your popcorn, get yourself your wine, get yourself your soft drink, your hard drink, even get yourself your marijuana and cigars because we're gonna take a trip down memory/exposing lane. Let us continue.
That's his favorite show.
Let me turn it up.
Man, this thing crazy, dog. But this situation that he got going on, as far as what's going on with this sister, this ain't no fly you can just swat away. Y'all gonna see.
So, for those that don't know, this was a very prominent figure within the organization. And he decided to come out and expose this organization for what they've done. Now, this is not me saying this. I just want you guys to understand that I've been giving hints about this for a very long time. And shout out to the ancestors working with the brother and allowing the brother to bring forth factual information. Let us continue.
Y'all gonna see. Yeah, it's a fly. He's got that swat away. This ain't going away. Hey man, that boy telling y'all don't pray for me to come successful because he's scared I'm gonna come after him. But see, he know. Bro, I ain't need this church for none of that, bro. He know, man, you can't stop what the Most High got for me. He know, nigga, what? That's what he's scared of. Me becoming successful, bro. I'm not even trying to come after you, bro. I just want you to do right by that sister, bro. And stop.
So, just a FYI, there's a lot of man pleasing that was going on within this organization. Also, a lot of adultery that was going on within this organization. A lot of things that was thrown under the bus, or should I say, thrown under the rug intentionally for the preservation of the organization. And as you guys can see, this brother's coming out and exposing this very cultish, hiding things and not letting shit comes out to the open because they wanted to preserve the church. But I'm gonna let it play so you guys can see exactly what he's going to say and the things that I was saying as well. Let us continue.
Stop being an asshole and doing that. That's all I want. Ain't nobody gonna come after you. What you being scary for? Hey man, let me tell y'all something. It's a many of people reaching out to me, and I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not asking nobody to reach out to. I'm not reaching out to people trying to get them to go against nobody. I'm not doing all that. You know what I'm saying? That ain't what I'm doing. People reaching out to me, bro. And I appreciate it. For the people who know me, y'all know me. You know what I'm saying? But y'all gotta ask yourselves. I had all the perks you can think of in that church. I can call if I want to. I can go to his house. I had all of these perks that y'all think is perks. It's not real perks, bro. It's just it's embellished. But I got all these perks, right? And then I leave the church. I got all this freedom and I got all this free reign in this church, right? And I'm this celebrity in the church because I don't never be doing. But I left. I'm gone. That should tell y'all something. Yeah, bro. I had all the access in the world when it comes to the church. I could have went overseas to be with any church. I could have did, and nobody was gonna tell me no. I could have popped up at your church in your area and been treated like a celebrity. If I wanted to, bro, I could have did all of that, bro. All these perks, right? But I left the church. But I left. Y'all not putting two and two together, huh? I'm not, because I ain't with that corrupt type stuff, bro. I'm not with that. And I've been seeing too many scenarios with this corrupt stuff. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, bro, y'all just gotta use y'all head, bro. Just use your brains. Y'all sitting there listening to all these BS from these niggas, bro. Why Mike Maestro gone? I'm not with the corrupt stuff, bro.
Now, when he's saying corrupt, he's basically letting the world know that it's a lot of shady shit that's going on within that organization. And there's a lot of things that I'm sure he does not want to speak on for whatever reason it may be. But for me personally, as somebody that was part of the security team, I seen things that were way different than the stuff that you guys see on the internet. Okay, like I said before, it's a lot of man pleasing that was going on. That's what he's trying to allude to and let you guys know, like, nah, bro, I'm not with all that. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, it's a lot of that that's going on, and it's been going on, and it's gonna continue going on until further notice. So shout out to the big bro for that. Let us continue.
Yeah. This dude Cordell Roberts is y'all call him RL on this thing lying. Talking about he ain't asking people for money, but you pressing people on the Sabbath about tithes. You making the deacons and the officers call the people within their areas to press them about tithes. But the church ain't asking for money. Why? And I never liked doing that. I never agreed with that. Why are we calling people? The Christian church don't even do this. Why are we calling people to press them and asking them why they haven't been paying tithes? Why are you in there, Ariel, telling people that your seat can be replaced if you're not going to pay tithes?
Well, the reason to that, and I'm just gonna throw it out there. The reason for that is your leaders was living a lavish lifestyle. That's just as plain as it can be. They was living a lavish lifestyle. The OG, the big bro, he's gonna let y'all know. This is not me saying this. Again, these are the things that I was witnessing with my own two eyes, but I never spoke on because, again, these individuals never done me wrong. So I'm going to let you guys hear it from the horse's mouth. This man was a very prominent figure. Like when we used to do Passover, whenever I seen the top leadership, he was always there. But the difference between him and everybody else, like he's gonna tell you, he was always amongst the group. He was always chopping it up, like, yeah, bro, et cetera, you good, boom, boom, boom. I'm like, yo, man, you man, cool, man. He's like, yeah, man, relax. You know what I'm saying? Like how the image that you guys are seeing here is what he is in real time. So let us continue.
What type of corrupt stuff is that? Let me tell y'all something, bro, and it's crazy, bro, because over the past couple of years, I've had to stop people. I had to try to stop people from
hit the like buttons.
The church. Even though they really was right. They really probably should have just left. You know what I'm saying? Because of certain things. But I had to try to convince people to not to leave based on certain things. I ain't telling y'all that no more. Like, you probably should have left. Because I left. I'm gone. Y'all was right. The ones who had been thinking about leaving because of certain things that man down there in Houston was doing, you had every right to just go on and be out. And go on and be out, bro. I should have never even tried to talk y'all out of it. My bad. Yeah, don't believe that stuff about people that done left and now their lives is bad, their lives is miserable. Bro, I talked to a lot of people that done left, bro. They're doing just fine. That's another manipulation type attack.
That's included me. I remember walking away the first thing I was told, and I'm not gonna mention the people's name, I was told, yo, bro, you're gonna end up going back into the world. A lot of bad things is going to happen to you. The adversary is gonna make his way with you. You're not gonna like what's gonna happen to you. You heard all of that. And of course, being in this organization for such a long time, when those things were said to you, you had it in the back of your mind, like, damn, son, things is always gonna go crazy. And let me make it clear, of course, things is gonna be rough in the beginning because things is different now. It's like you're going back to reality, right? You're going back to you having to make conscious decisions. You're not having to answer to somebody in a higher position. You're literally in that position. You understand? And you have to adjust. And sometimes the adjustment, right, is dreadful. You feel me? For somebody like myself that had my children, I had my moms, you know what I'm saying? I had my whiz out, at one point, thinking about coming through, joining the whole shebang. Like I had a whole front invested, you know what I'm saying? Like my mother got baptized in this joint. You feel me? She got baptized in this. So it was a lot of investment into this organization. And when I departed, it was a major adjustment. And it wasn't just an adjustment for me, it was an adjustment for my moms. And it was to the point where I was like, you know what? Maybe I need to go back into another Hebrew church and have something for my moms where she can, you understand, have something to worship, pray, and feel accepted to. You feel me? I really did. I had IUIC brothers holla at me. I had what's the other one? ISUPK. Like, yeah, bro, come through, pull up, etc., etc. There was a very old one that was out in Queens that also reached out to me. You understand? But something told me, nope, this is not for you. This is not what you're about to do. And I didn't go along with it. So what he's saying has a lot of validity behind it. Let us continue.
That they love to use to keep people in there. I didn't talk to recently. I didn't talk to a bunch of people that left, and their lives is good. Their lives is better. Their lives are actually better than when they was up under that. So, bro, don't believe that nonsense, bro. People, you all see this man, y'all go to this man page, this man telling people to pray for my downfall, pretty much. REI. Telling people to pray for my downfall. Because if I get successful, I'm going to come after him. He think we in a show or a movie. And it's the same, bro. It's like people done got up in there and they done lost themselves. You know what I'm saying? Forgot who they was. I'm talking about you got cats that was like really in the streets. You know what I'm saying? And now they acquiesce to this man, everything this man said.
That was me. I'm not gonna sit here and deny that. I did lose myself. I became very, very laid back. I was a very aggressive, straightforward, not trying to hit none of that, and I became very, very passive, very, very submissive, very, very, pardon me when I say this, but I became very, very feminine, you know what I'm saying? And not in no Batiman way, but you find yourself picking up on a very subtle approach, like a dove, you know what I'm saying? Harmless like a dove, etc., etc. That's literally what I was. You understand? I lost myself. You know what I mean? Like when my real niggas come outside, like, yo, Jones, you good? Like, yo, what's up? Like, yo, man, I'm just trying to do right, man. Trying to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. You feel me? Loving everybody, kumbaya. Like, yo, son, let's put no beef. And even though I'm still on that frequency, but that mentality literally overtook me. Like I really lost myself. You feel me? And I just wasn't me. So yeah, I can really agree to that.
Says man pleasing and stuff, right? And then it's unfortunate because me, the deacon Alam that's over there, he used to talk to me all the time, tell me all the man pleasing that he's seeing going on in the Houston body. That's what he.
Yes, there was a lot of man pleasing going on, a lot of it. And the higher you was in rank, the more you got, the more perks that you got. You had like, and if I'm lying, I'm flying. You had people literally worshiping you to your feet, boy. This is facts. You know what I'm saying? You really had that type of situation when it came to these organizations. And I don't know about the other ones. I'm speaking mainly for this one. You had a lot of that. You feel me? Let us continue.
What you tell me about? Up until recently, all the man pleasing that's been going on, and he don't like it either. And I'm sitting there telling him, like, bro, you gotta start speaking up. Nah, man, I'm gonna just let the Most High make it come out. And when it finally come out, he acquiesced to them. And this is what it is, bro. People are afraid to lose that status they got up in there, bro. Because in the real world, you wasn't finna be nothing. But you get, for some reason in this church, you get to be something that you wasn't gonna be in the world. And people scared to give up that status, right? Or being real close to the people.
Now, hold on. I want to see if I could speed this up just a little bit. Okay.
That's his favorite show. I'm not with the corrupt stuff, bro. I had to try to stop people from leaving the church. Even though they really was right, they really probably should have just left. You know what I'm saying? Because of certain things. But I had to try to convince people to not to leave based on certain things. I ain't telling y'all that no more. Like, nigga, you probably should have left. All man pleasing that's been going on, and he don't like it either. And I'm sitting there telling him, like, bro, you gotta start speaking up. Nah, man, I'm gonna just let the Most High make it come out. And when it finally come out, he acquiesced to them. And this is what it is, bro. People afraid to lose that status they got up in there, bro. Because in the real world, you wasn't gonna be nothing. But you get, for some reason in this church, you get to be something that you wasn't gonna be in the world. And people scared to give up that status. Right? Or being real close to the people that got the status. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's a weird thing. It's a guy I knew that went to prison, right? And he told me he was a big time person in prison. He's a big time person in prison, right? All the perks you can think of. Then they let him out. He was out in the real world. And then he was a regular person, right? He's a regular person. The man told me he had times where he wished he could go back to prison. So he could have that status again. So niggas just don't leave prison. Woo! Ari on there talking about some Cordell Roberts. On there talking about some. I'm trying to help somebody. Talking about his ex-wife. I'm trying to fight for somebody that I don't even know. I used to be at your house. What you mean I don't know this girl?
So I'm gonna speed it up a little bit more because you know what I'm saying. A lot of it is repetitive and is filter. I just I wanna give the sister some airtime as well as getting straight to the points as far as the things that I wanted to touch on. So hold on, I'm gonna let this play.
Everybody cooking and eating each other. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, man? What the hell are you talking about, bro? I keep telling y'all, y'all scrambling, bro. Don't say whatever you say. To make sure y'all don't start asking y'all refunds for that Hebrew fake Grammy show that's coming up. Bro, this stuff is hilarious being on the other side, bro. It's crazy, bro, because like they can't really take.
Like he's not lying, bro. Like when you get out of that, and this is how I know that a lot of this has to do with you know with a demon that comes along with this Abrahamic religion. Like when you get out of that and you break free from that captivity, that mental enslavement, you really start seeing things that maybe other people saw, and when they brought it to you, you was not trying to hear that because you was so spiritually invested into the organization. But when you step out of that, you really start seeing not just the organization for what it is, but also the people for what they are. You know what I'm saying? Like I got real good brothers that's, some of them are still in there. And even through conversation, even through the things that they post on their social media, it's like, yo, bro, if you only knew what this shit is and where it come from, bro, you would run as far and as fast as you can. But it's hard to tell people that when they are spiritually invested, because myself was spiritually invested and I couldn't break free, right? It literally took for me stepping out of it to realize what the heck is really going on. So he's not lying about that, guys, for real.
Tell y'all why I'm doing this. Because I really don't have a reason to do what I'm doing. I was at top. I'm one of the top guys and everybody know me. Right? So why am I doing what I'm doing?
He's not lying. He was one of the top guys. Like I said before, he was that guy. You know what I'm saying? Seen him in every feast day, tabernacles. He was that guy, and he was always, in the mix with the people. You know what I'm saying? The other guys, the ones that you call top leaders, they was always, extra security, you understand, like literally move like celebrities, bro. He's gonna tell you that, you know what I'm saying? Like I was doing that, you know what I'm saying? And people are like, oh my God. I'll be like, oh, hold on. I gotta wait. I get the cue from the higher ups over me, and then I'll be like, all right, go ahead. But yeah, it was really like that. Like, really like that.
Because it's the right thing to do. Period. I'm not getting nothing from this, bro. There's no purchase. There's no reward. The only reward is somebody being able to help somebody that's being done wrong. That's the reward. Other than that, there's nothing, bro. But it's really not that deep, bro. They some nobodies, bro. Y'all made them bigger than what they really is. They some nobodies, bro. I know real public figures. I know this, bro. I don't have to do it.
And that is a fact as far as, the people making these people bigger than they are. Like I said, being in my position, I used to see individuals cry, holding these people's hands, crying, saying, oh, like seeing these niggas like they was God. Shout out to the niggas though, because they was like, yo, listen, don't cry for me. I'm just a humble person. And I respected that. But I know getting that in an abundance is gonna get you big headed, and he sure enough is going to say that. Stay tuned. Let's go.
Yeah, bro. Before I left church, I was getting paid to play music every weekend. Before I left, right? Why did I leave? If I get some money, if I get some money, why am I leaving? Because that shit wasn't right over there, bro. There's been too much going on. This ain't about money. Like what they try to make it out to be. I see anyone do stuff like that. I'm not about to be part of that. There's no way I'm about to have the knowledge of what y'all trying to do to the sister, and I'm gonna stick around. There's no way I'm gonna know this. Because that's what you expect me to do. Just get back in my place. Just focus on music. Focus on music. That's what you're here for. It's no way, bro. Knowing that and not do nothing. Yeah, bro. Understand. On the first flight smoking up out of America, my family was gonna be on the flight with a car. Leave 2027. Get the hell out of here. Wherever you going, whatever you bought over there, whatever. That's where my family's gonna be at too. We was gonna be over there too, chilling. So why would I leave the church, bro? Think about it. Stop being stupid. I always parked, bro. When we was leaving, that was the plan. So why I left church, bro? Man, y'all better wake up, bro. Y'all better use y'all head. Stop listening to them niggas too. Yeah, bro. This dude on his live trying to do some damage control. I just embarrassed myself. Listen, y'all gotta see how this man scrambling, bro. Talk about some dope people to have sex, so they come against you. I can't believe that. Oh, y'all that stuff, but they trying to threaten me, like some people really reached out to him to try to come get me. Like he's like a gangster. This dude's hilarious, bro. This nigga also damage control. Because he knew when the detailed stuff I was saying, he knew it was real, and he knows the people who say it, who've seen it, and the people who was experiencing it, bro. That's like you jump on here and just on some other stuff, right? This is what you call damage control, y'all. It's called damage control. Yeah, cars through the scenes. Wait, when he went in on me like that, y'all heard him right in the background trying to tell him, don't do it. That pride, man. That pride. Man, you didn't lie to the wrong person. I was the wrong person to do that to. Because I wasn't lying. Ricardo lied, though.
So now he's getting ready to expose the big dog. Again, I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna sit back and I'm gonna allow the brother to speak on the things that I've known about. And for those that's just tuning in, man, this is a fellow brother that used to be one of the top leaders in the organization that I used to be a part of back in the days. And he's gotten out of the Luciferian European ideology, and he's now exposing this organization for what it is and what it's really doing to the people. And I really want you guys to listen. So please, if you here, stay here. Don't go nowhere. It's really gonna get nice and juicy in a few. Just stay tuned. Let's do this.
It's still lying. It's all good. It's all good, man. Listen, bro, I ain't never going back to that church. You can't even pay me enough. I'm not never gonna be up on that dude no more. That's a done deal. That's dope. And guess what? He's still not gonna pay me that money he stole from that album. He's still not gonna pay me that. He don't think he did nothing wrong. You ain't doing no work with me, none of that. He just kept my portion of the money. Yeah, and like I said, if you heard when I mentioned the whole coke thing, I wasn't talking about the doctrine. You understand? The Bible and the doctrine is not coke. I will still teach everything I learned up in there. You feel me? I still teach it's the truth. But the coke part.
Well, this is where I have to disagree with the brother. The entire book. Listen, people. Listen, please. I beg you. Before you jump down my throat, pause, and say that I'm wild and I don't know what I'm talking about. I really want you guys to understand that the book has nothing to do with us. The slavery, all of that was written, it was put in there intentionally. It was literally put together by the Jesuit order. It was ordained and ordered by King James to put that in the book to give a justification for our enslavement. Please, I beg you, understand that. Understand that it was numerous of people that was enslaved. The Europeans was enslaved. The Chinese was enslaved. They was all put on ships when the Vikings was coming along. There was people really being enslaved way before, the so-called African Americans was put onto these cargo slave ships, okay? And the mass majority of those individuals was sent to the island of Brazil. So again, a lot of things that these people are telling you isn't 100% accurate. A lot of it is just, passed down false ideology that's literally giving melanated people an identity, because in reality, we do not have a identity. Let us continue.
It's how it's being ran. The organization. How people be on some weird stuff and people in leadership are allowed to get away with certain stuff. That's the cult stuff, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's the corrupt part. That I ain't with that stuff, bro. I'm not with that. I was never trying to be part of that. That's what makes this stuff cult-like. And the worst being man-pleasing of people up in there. I didn't even want people being like that with me, bro. I didn't care about that stuff, bro. Anybody be like that with me? I wasn't asking for that. I got caught outside of the church. Yeah, bro, trying to control and manipulate like some narcissists. Like, for instance, right? Two brothers in the church that started their own podcast, right? Shum and Chop. You know what I'm saying? Started their own podcast. No, real good podcast, bro. I was on there. You know what I'm saying? Real brothers ain't talking about nobody. But for some reason, they can't do their podcast no more because the elders come on at this time and this elders come on at this time and the elders come on.
Yeah. So, for you guys to even just to land back on what he was saying, right? When I was a part of the organization, I wanted to start a podcast. I wanted to have my own personal broadcast, and it was gonna be me and two of my guys who I thought was my guys. Like I was like, yo, bro, we got that New York sound, the vibe, the energy, you know what I'm saying? And we're just gonna just teach it, not just standing on the corners, but we're gonna teach it every day, every opportunity. You know, I was told no, not to do it. Like literally, nah. Elder at the time said, "Listen, man, I'm not coming on your show. You know, it's gonna we have to analyze the show, make sure it's appropriate, et cetera, et cetera. And to be honest, at this particular time right now, you guys should stand down." That's what I was told, like literally. And when I was told that, it already left a bad taste in my mouth. I was like, what? I was like, yo, bro, we're teaching the doctrine. We're gonna stay associated with the organization. It's not like we branching off and doing our own thing. You understand? We're just the younger crowd that's speaking to the youth. Them, you know what I'm saying? Like that was the purpose. You know what I'm saying? To gather the youth. So when we got rejected, or should I say when I got rejected, because I'm the one that went to the elder with the proposal and I got rejected, it left a bad taste in my mouth. I'm not gonna lie. Pause. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, I definitely can agree to that.
bro. Just control and manipulation, bro. Like what type of church? What type of church has their deacons and officers or whatever call people when they're not paying their time? What type of church calls people and presses people about them paying time? The Christian church don't even do that. The Christian church don't do that, bro. And I never wanted to do it. I had to do that in my position. I hated it. I hated it, bro. It was so uncomfortable. But other brothers in leadership know what I'm talking about. It's uncomfortable. These people guys don't want to pay time, bro. Like, bro, a lot of people up in that church, bro, feel like their hands is just tied behind their back, like they can't do stuff, bro. Like they make people feel like they can't teach. They make.
That was me. Couldn't do nothing. And if you went against the rules and regulations, you will be suspended. If it continues, you will be, you will be escorted and terminated from the church. This is facts. Mind you, like I said, we out here at that time calling on the Most High, telling the people to keep the commandments. We were saying all of that. All of that. But because these people didn't have control over it, they didn't let it fly. And this is a fact. Shout out to the sis though. Follow her page, subscribe to her channel.
You feel like people make people feel like they can have podcasts. You know, so I'm telling y'all, they shut the podcast down. The two brothers had that, man. It was really good. They shut it down, bro. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Because it's getting in the way of the elders. Like, come on, like what? But why is grown people acquiescing to that stuff? Y'all some grown people. Who the hell do you people think they are? Right? And I'm telling y'all this, and I was in a position in that church. Hey, like, man, get on your platform and teach it. Start you a YouTube channel. Right? Start you a podcast and talk about it. Like, who these people think?
And that was the first thing I did when I got out of there. Shout out to the Wiz. She was like, yo, I think you should start a podcast and do your talking, because she be like, yo, man, you be having all this knowledge and wisdom, but it's like you only giving it to me. You should be giving it to the world. You get what I'm saying? And she told me that in May, July, I was already, starting the process in, getting the podcast up and running, et cetera, et cetera. And again, we're not playing. And even right now with this podcast and what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? Like I told you before, my main goal is to be a voice for the voiceless, speak for the people. You know what I'm saying? Give the people a platform to talk they talk. I was talking to my man City. Shout out to my son City. Happy belated. I love you, my guy. And he was telling me, like, yeah, bro, you gotta do certain things like this, certain things like that, and make people sponsor. I was like, you know what? You're right. give the people the platform. But let us continue.
Who do you think they are to tell grown people they can't do stuff and they grown? Like man, y'all gotta wake up, bro. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. I've been see this whole situation that happened, right? It was really just the straw that broke the camel's back. But I had been having these feelings and these thoughts when it came to that church, bro. I didn't agree with a lot of stuff over there, and that's why I was deemed as the rebel and the heretic, and I'm always in somebody's counsel and somebody trying to go off on. I'm telling y'all, bro. I'm telling you. Yeah, bro. Yeah, wake up, man. Yeah, I better save y'all money. Y'all giving y'all money to some folks. Y'all don't know where that money going. I know. Anybody telling y'all they not showing y'all where that money going, bro? The whole plan to burn off next year. Disappear. All you gonna see was the car pop up on the screen. Yeah, we in a disclosed location. I was gonna be over there with him in the disclosed location. I was gonna be right there with him. Y'all probably see me pop up in the background a couple times. Right?
And I've been telling you guys this for a very long time. I've been saying this. I said, I remember when I was a part of the organization, and the man said, when Israel attacks Iran, that is the time for us to leave. But Israel attacked Iran. And yet here we are in real time, still sitting still. And the brother's going to say something that I even overlooked, where he said, I want you guys to really think this through. How many of us are really going to be able to live in an abundance? Like, seriously. Like, how are you all going to get on a plane? How are you all going to get on a boat or a ship or whatever? How? You think this established Luciferian society is literally going to allow the slaves to just get up and leave? I really want you guys to ask yourself that question. Some of you guys is coming with extra baggage, children, luggage, the whole shebang. And you're telling me that these people are going to let you guys walk away in abundance. Please, make that make sense. True word.
Y'all go watch that lesson that Carter did, bro. And listen to the words that he's saying. Trying to tell y'all that as an apostle, that's not his job to try to provide, stuff for the people. But you're taking the people money. He's not obligated to find land and shelter and safety for the people. That ain't what he's supposed to do. That's what he's telling y'all. That he don't have to do that. I wonder why he's saying that now. Everybody think about this. Burn off, dog. Why is he saying that now? But you taking people money, but you ain't, and you telling them that that's what you're gonna do with the money. What's going on? Hey, y'all better ask that man where y'all money at, bro. Y'all better audit him. Y'all better ask that man to show y'all, because y'all listen. Y'all have the right to know because y'all giving y'all money to this nigga. So, like I said, I already know what's going on. He's not going to show you nothing because he's as an apostle. He's not obligated to show you that. As an apostle, he don't have that. I mean, he was saying it. I'm listening to how he's saying it, and I'm like, what type of spirit is that? 2027. He's about to burn off. And the reason I'm telling y'all money because this dude is sneaky when it comes to money. I'm telling y'all how he did me with that album. That album made over $60,000, and I only got probably maybe $3,000 or $4,000 out of that. He's very sneaky with some money. Let me tell you, when they transfer all of the money to go to headquarters, right? So Houston had to start sending all their money to headquarters. Right, so Houston didn't have control over the money no more. So it was certain ministries that we had that we couldn't even do no more. The harvest ministry, where we would go out and get food and feed the homeless and feed the poor. We couldn't even do that no more because he centralized all the money to go to him. Yeah, bro, y'all ain't never played Monopoly with this guy. Y'all ain't never played Monopoly with Ricard, right? You sitting there playing, right? This dude, he be hiding the money.
Is it better now, bro? See, if y'all don't comment, I'm not going to know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to let me know what's going on. Is it better now? Put a yes, thumbs up, something to let me know that it's better. Listen, I've been telling you guys this for a very long time. All right, thank you. All right, cool. Yeah, hold on. Before I continue, let me go to the options. Hold on. Um, Give me a second. Let me go to the audio. Mic check, mic check. Hold on. Mic check, mic check. Hold on. All right.
Bro, when he burned me on that album, when he burnt me like that, bro, it felt like I was in a game with this dude.
Hold on, guys. I don't know why this joint is doing that. So look, every time this joint plays, I'm just gonna mute my I'm gonna mute my mic and then let it run out, and then after I'm gonna come back. All right.
Trusted to do with my talent. You feel me? They gonna give me that little bitty amount of money off of that album. Yeah, bro. Y'all better check. Y'all better find out. It's just funny to me because all y'all dudes that's man pleasing and protecting Ricard and protecting Cordell, doing all that man.
So he's getting ready for the juicy part where he's gonna let you guys know that these people was taking all the money and being prepared to leave and leave everybody astray. Right? Like it's gonna leave the entire congregation. We talking about people, it's over 50,000 followers within this organization, if not more. And that man was generating bread from everybody. Like I said, these people was living luxurious lifestyles. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm going to say. So let us continue.
Y'all just we was finna be gone.
What you think he's going to do to y'all? I really want you guys to think about that. If he's able to scam his right hand man, what you think he's going to do to y'all? Let that sink in. And that is a fact. Different, totally two different people. You know what I'm saying? From like I said, this is not me saying this. This is a brother that literally broke bread, spent nights at each other's house, family. Like he said, from Egypt to here, he was there. You understand? And he's telling you what I've been seeing. Like I told you in old podcasts and productions, I told you that this man, what you guys are seeing on TV, is not what you guys see, or should I say, that's not who he is in real life. So it's literally day and night. But I was not the one here to spill the beans. That was for, him and you guys to find out. You feel me?
I keep saying it. Well, I ain't gonna keep saying it. I ain't gonna.
He's not lying. It's like I said, it's literally day and night. Two different individuals. It's crazy. But shout out to the big bro for, you know, leaving it all to expose the facts. Let us continue.
Because he out of pocket. He's out of pocket.
So, like I said, I knew that. I used to ask questions, and I remember my bro, and like I said, I'm so disappointed that my bro really doesn't see it for what it is. I remember my bro saying to me, like, yeah, bro, some of us might just, we just might morph to the other location. You know what I'm saying? That he gave a character in the Bible that did that, which we all know is complete bullshit. But he brought that up, and I'm sitting there and I looked at him, I'm like, yo, bro, you really believe this, right? And he really believed it. Like even and we just had a conversation probably like a month or 2 months ago. We had a conversation where he pulled up with another one of my mans, and you know what I'm saying. I'm letting him know it, like, yo, bro, you know this shit that you following and you worshiping, man, is really not what you think it is, bro. These religious leaders are nothing but Freemasons. The founding fathers of this Hebrew Israelite doctrine slash nonsense was Freemasons. This is facts. This is not me trying to make this up. You ever ask yourself, how come we know all about European ideology, but we don't have one understanding of African spirituality? Not one, not two, not three. But we know all these religions, and it's all tied to a book. And I'm gonna play a video after this shit is done so we can have another conversation. Matter of fact, let this play and I'm gonna pull it up.
For everybody to get out. That ain't even. That's why they not letting. That's why they telling spend not to leave right now. Hey, I feel bad for you if you're feeling discouraged or you're feeling confused. That ain't what I'm here to do, man. I'm just here to speak the truth, bro. That's all I'm here to do. But I mean, it's the truth, bro. Like that priority list stuff, that ain't real, man. That ain't real. And then whoever he might be, listen, it's gonna be. It ain't finna just be. It ain't gonna be people who was. Well, it's gonna be people who, first of all, who was paying a lot of money. A lot of money. They might be able to go. You know what I'm saying? They might. They might. And even when they go, they're not gonna be around for the party. Y'all wasn't gonna be around us. But it's probably people that's paying a lot of tithes. If you ain't paying that much, nigga, you stuck. Y'all just gotta think about it, man. If there's somebody that's paying $1,000 in tithes, right? But there's somebody that's paying $10 in tithes, but they both on the priority list because they both paying tithes. Who y'all think leaving first? If y'all niggas actually leaving. But yeah, I mean, yeah. Think about it, man. Because that's some people's tithes. Some people only got $10, $20 that they can pay. And you got some people who pay $5 or $1,000, right? But y'all all paying tithes, y'all all on the priority list. Y'all better start using y'all goddamn heads, man. Yeah, bro. I ain't got this. Man, what the? I must have clicked on one of these goddamn filters. Man, what type of gay ass is this? Man, hell no. Yeah, I mean, are y'all even thinking about how they gonna do it? Everybody can't get on a plane at the same time. All that way. See me. Yeah, that's gonna look crazy. And the man pleasers, I'm talking about the niggas in leadership. Y'all can't leave first. That's just gonna look weird.
So I just wanted to just give you guys, you know, a little insight of what's going on within this Hebrew Israelite organization. Um, and it's not just this organization. They got the Sakari brothers that's at odds where Guerrilla Hebrew stepped down. You got the IUS that's being schooled by these European scholars. You're just witnessing the entire collapse of this Hebrew Israelite movement. Trash. You understand? It's never going to stand, never gonna be prosperous, never thing more than just a bunch of lost niggas screaming, upholding a European ideology that can nobody trace to actually being black. Yeah. So when you hear the nonsense, you just gotta shake your head. Now let me play another video for you so you guys can get an understanding of what I'm saying. Check this out. Why is it not playing? Why is it not playing? Why is it not playing, guys? Hold on. Damn. Why is it not playing? Hold on. Why is it not playing? Hold on, guys. It's playing, but there's no sound. The heck is going on? Hold on. Hold on a minute. Let me see. Why is it not playing? I see it going through the interface, but why isn't it not playing? Is it because I'm going to bring forth another set of factual information to put an end to this foolish ideology? Yo, why is it not playing? This is crazy. This is crazy. I don't know why this is not playing. Um, I'll just leave the caption and you guys can pick up on it. Hold on. Hold on. I uploaded it again. Let me see something. Let me see something. Let me see something. Hold on. It's not playing. It's not playing. I tried. So let me just give you a breakdown. This brother is basically, claiming that the slaves are praying to um the same God of the Europeans, but the problem is he wants the black people or the melanated people to know that the God that they're praying to and the God that we're praying to, or should I say we should be praying to, is totally different. But in reality, guys, it's the same God. Okay? It's the Abrahamic God. Whether you think he's black, white, Chinese, Mexican, that is their God. The story can only be proven by those that created it for you. If you have to go to their library, their studies, their people, their philosophies, that means that story has nothing to do with you. I don't want to hear the bullshit of, people removing families and heritage being discontinued, where there's people in Africa right now that can trace their lineage back thousands, 500, 2,000 years, bro. So all of that is really complete bogus and an excuse into why you can't do the in-depth studies and research. Because in reality, guys, you can't prove a single character within the Bible. I'm talking about the single character. You can't give me Abram. You can't give me Isaac. You can't give me Jacob. You can't give me Noah. You can't give me Shem. You can't give me Japheth. You don't know where Deliah is. You don't know where Jonas is. You don't know where David is. You don't know where Solomon is. You don't know where Peter is buried, where John is buried, where Jeremiah is buried, Isaiah. You don't know none of these things. And if you get any level of information pertaining to those names go back to Europe. This is their story. They are the only ones that's able to give you this story. And you have to come into some level of realization and a conclusion to the fact of the matter. It's the facts. Okay? Whether they calling on white and they naming him Jesus, and you calling him black and you saying Yahweh Shai, it's the same people, same story, different, different, same story, different delivery, different packaging, different everything, but the foundation remains the same. All of it is going back, and I repeat, all of it is going back to the Jesuit order. All of it. So I had to play that for you to really see exactly what the heck is going on. The lies after lies, the corruption, the deception, the confusion, the division, you know what I'm saying? The spiritual imprisonment that we are in. You feel me? So you guys already know what I need you to do. I need you to like, hype, share, stand out of the red, do what you're supposed to do, and continue supporting, man. Follow me on all these social media platforms. Once again, let me give a shout out to my bro City. Happy belated. Can't wait for you to come up to the NY and we can be outside being fly. So it's your brother, man, from the motherland, and I'm going to holla at y'all. One.